Understanding the recent U.S. military strike on alleged drug boats. On a recent day that has sparked considerable discussion, the U.S. military executed a strike on alleged drug trafficking boats off the coast of Latin America. This operation took place on insert specific date and was officially confirmed by the Pentagon, which stated that the actions were necessary to combat the rising tide of narco-terrorism affecting not just the U.S. but the stability of the entire region. The strike is part of an ongoing effort to address the severe issues posed by drug cartels that operate with near impunity in international waters. For more information on military efforts in this region, you can refer to the U.S. Southern Command's articles on drug interdiction, military vessel patrolling off the coast of Latin America at dusk. Understanding this military action requires context. The strike reflects broader issues surrounding narco-terrorism in Latin America, where drug trafficking is often intertwined with organized crime, violence, and corruption. The reality is that these cartels not only threaten local communities but also pose significant risks to countries far beyond their borders. As we dive deeper into this incident, it's essential to grasp its implications on international drug policy and U.S. foreign relations. Overview of the incident and its context. The Pentagon statement emphasized that this strike was a targeted response to ongoing threats posed by drug trafficking operations. These operations have been linked to violence and instability in several Latin American nations. Here are some key points to understand. Location: off the coast of Latin America, specifically targeting known drug routes. For example, the U.S. Coast Guard and USS Sampson have conducted similar drug interdictions in the Eastern Pacific, a common trafficking area. Objective: to disrupt and deter narco-terrorism operations. Statements from officials emphasize the need for collective action against drug cartels. Such military actions highlight a growing concern over the influence of narco-terrorism not only within Latin America but also its implications for the U.S. and global security. With cartels increasingly becoming more sophisticated, the need for decisive military strategies has been underscored as vital in the fight against drug trafficking. The role of the Trump administration in military actions against drug trafficking. The Trump administration's approach to military interventions marked a significant shift in U.S. policy towards drug trafficking. During his tenure, military actions were framed within a larger strategy to combat drug cartels that had long plagued the region. One notable aspect was the emphasis on direct military involvement, which aimed to dismantle the operations of these powerful organizations. Reflecting on historical patterns, the Trump administration undertook several military engagements, often justifying them as essential for national security. However, these strategies brought forth complex implications for U.S.-Latin American relations. Here's a brief overview of some key elements from that era. Direct military engagement, enhanced use of military resources against drug trafficking. The Department of Defense's budget documents often detail allocations for such counter-drug activities, focus on bilateral relations, strained ties with countries like Venezuela and Mexico, strategic partnerships, attempt to build coalitions with regional allies against common threats. As we assess the historical context, it becomes clear that military actions during this period were not just tactical responses but also reflections of the broader socio-political dynamics between the U.S. and Latin American countries. The impact of these interventions continues to resonate, shaping conversations around drug policy and international relations.